Meanwhile, the terror threat at the southern border continues to grow. According to CBP, 76 people on the FBI terror watch list have been apprehended at our border since October 1st. More than 400,000 illegal immigrants have flown in on commercial flights as part of the White House's parole and release program from migrants from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. Though the program is not taxpayer funded, as the recipients or their sponsors pay for the tickets. Well, here to discuss is retired Border Patrol Chief Clem. Chris, thanks for being with us this morning. A lot of focus on those countries I just mentioned, but in the wake of the news overnight, one of the concerns that has to be on every American's mind is all of these individuals on the terror watch list.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's very alarming when you see those numbers that are already met and will expect to exceed last year's already high water mark when it comes to those on the terror watch list. First, grateful that our Border Patrol agents are able to identify them when they're processing, but that system is only as good as the information in there. So it's oftentimes limited. If we don't receive a hit while we're taking biometrics, we don't know who they are. So that is also a concern. And again, those are the numbers and the people that we know about. One of my big concerns is the nearly 1.8 million known gotaways under this administration. I was just looking at CBP data earlier, and we've already met and exceeded every criminal category under this administration than we did in the previous administration. So, who are these people that are getting away from our Border Patrol agents and law enforcement? They're the ones that are ending up in our neighborhoods, committing the crimes, and possibly people that may have been on that terror watch list.
Here are some of the numbers from various countries around the world. 86,000 Cubans, 168,000 Haitians, 77,000 Nicaraguans, 102,000 Venezuelans. And although, as you mentioned, the gotaways, we probably have some indication of those on the terror watch list that we've caught and giving us an idea of where they are coming from. Could you give us some idea? What countries are we talking about are sort of feeding those we're catching or perhaps losing from the terror watch list?
Well, I don't want to get into too much detail because I really don't have a lot of that detail anymore. But when I was chief, a lot of it was Colombian, South America countries because of some of the nexus they've had with different regimes. But a lot of them are coming from Middle Eastern countries and former Soviet bloc countries. So they're from all over the world. There's not one specific location. And that's why border security is national security, because this is not a problem of just to our neighbors to the south. They're flying in from all over the world, from countries that are not our allies, that wish to do us harm, and they're showing up at our border. Thank goodness we're arresting them, but I am very concerned with the 1.8 million gotaways because, quite honestly, people are focused too much on this immigration problem, not focused on this national security problem. Look, just in the last few months, we've had the FBI director testify twice that all the bells and whistles are going off. It's long overdue for this administration to take the border security piece, the national security piece at our southern border, make that a priority number one to keep America safe and keep our community safe.
We appropriately focus on illegal immigration. It should be pointed out as well, as we saw chants this week of death to America in Michigan. Those are on legal immigrants to the United States. So we got to be paying attention to who's coming into this country. Thank you so much, Chris, for being with us this morning.
You got it. Thank you for bringing this topic up.
You bet.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.